Good afternoon, Patriots. Okay, today I'm going to tell you something you're not hearing. Mueller's a thug. Really? Okay, take your choice. That's choice A. Choice B, he's a vindictive SOB. Choice C, he's a corrupt bastard. D, he's an incompetent fool. E, all of the above. So you're wondering, why am I picking on Mueller and why am I bringing this up now? Well, I'm not the only one that's saying this stuff. And I know you don't want to hear me read stuff, but I want to make sure I get this straight because I'm going to tell you what U.S. District Judge T.S. Elliott III, how he scolded Mueller's team of thugs on May the 4th. And the reason I say scolded is because these jerks are acting just like second graders. They're vindictive. And am I the only one saying this? No, because the judge said he suggested they lied about the scope of the investigation on collusion with Russia. And he said they are seeking unfettered power and are more interested in bringing down the president. Is that what the investigation was supposed to be about? I don't think so. And he went on further to say, quote, "You don't really care about Mr. Manafort. You really care about what information Mr. Manafort can give you to lead you to Mr. Trump and an impeachment or whatever." So that's what he said. Now, only thugs would invade a home in the early hours and handcuff the wife of somebody that is not even a criminal, is not charged with anything, and take her in her pajamas to be incarcerated. So that's what's happened. And so they shouldn't have been investigating this in the first place. This is something that happened in 2005. So, you know, if it was really a serious thing, wouldn't they have done something about this before? Okay, I'm not a Manafort fan. I don't know the guy. I don't know anything about him. I just know that that's what we do when we go after killers and, mobsters and so forth. You go in and you handcuff them and you take them away. You don't do that to citizens unless you're an incompetent fool or you're one of those things, one of those I mentioned earlier. So I want to tell you, this whole investigation is completely incompetent. It's an incompetent investigation. It's not a fair investigation anymore. It's a corrupt investigation. Now, let me tell you from my experience. I worked as a consultant, and we used to go into companies and we would have to do an investigation of types of feasibility study and analysis of their operation or whatever you'd call it. And there'd typically be 4 to 6 guys on a team on a larger company. Like I worked at and did these at U.S. Steel, Alcoa Aluminum, NRG, the big power plants, coal mines, big construction companies, manufacturing companies, hospitals, all over the country. I've done these things. And we'd go in with a team and we'd spend 2 weeks. At a rare occasion on a very big plant, there was a very extensive study and investigation. We might spend 3 weeks there with a team. And what did we do? We went in, we interviewed people. We studied documents. We did a document flow. We did statistical analysis. We did all sorts of studies to find out, what's happening, in their operation, and is there something that we can help them with, and what it would take to help them. And that would take 2 to 3 weeks at the most. 2 weeks normally with half a dozen guys. And we're just guys. We're not high-priced lawyers or attorneys or government officials or anything else. And we certainly weren't a den of thieves and a group of thugs like what Mueller's put together. So this whole thing is a complete sham. The whole thing was never meant to do anything. The whole thing started out with no crime to be investigated. It was all started out to do exactly what the judge said: impeach the president. And that's the kind of government we've got today. And that's why I say, boys and girls, we need to get away from these politicians because they're not for we the people. God bless you all. God bless America, and God save our America. We need you now more than ever before.